This right space seemed to me to be positioned higher than the left one. It gave the impression as if one was walking under a church courtyard and entering the interior of the church from the underground. The evil spirits resisted. They did not want to enter, but the angels forced them in by force. In this abyss, the gathered souls were all the saints of Israel. On the left, the patriarchs, Moses, judges, and kings. On the right, the prophets and all the ancestors of Jesus and their relatives, all the way to Joachim, Anna, Joseph, Zechariah, Elizabeth, and John. There were no evil spirits here, no torments, only a longing for the fulfillment of the promise given to the first parents, and that very promise was now being fulfilled. An ineffable bliss and happiness penetrated all the souls, who, surrounding the Savior, welcomed him and paid him homage, while the bound devils, whether they wanted to or not, had to confess their wretchedness and humiliation before him. Jesus sent many souls to earth, so that, entering their bodies, they would bear open witness to him. It was precisely at that time that so many of the dead arose from their graves and appeared in Jerusalem. Having fulfilled their duty, these souls once again returned their bodies to the earth, just as a court officer removes his official robe after carrying out the orders of authority. From this place, the triumphant procession led by Jesus moved into a deeper sphere, which served as a kind of purification place for devout pagans who had an inkling of the truth and longed for it. These souls suffered certain torments because on earth they had indulged in idolatry. Now the devils had to openly confess their deceitful acts, and the souls, with moving joy, paid homage to the Savior. Here, too, the angels bound the devils and drove them ahead of them. Thus, Jesus passed through these regions in triumph, and very quickly, freeing the devout souls from their ancient captivity. An infinite multitude of images passed before my eyes. But how could my troubled, wretched mind possibly describe it all? Finally, Jesus approached the very core of this abyss, to the very hell itself, which in shape resembled a huge, unfriendly, rocky structure to the eyes, terrifying, black, and gleaming with a metallic sheen. Enormous, dreadful gates guarded the entrance, secured with numerous bolts and locks, its appearance inspiring chills and fear. As Jesus approached, a mighty roar and a cry of terror could be heard. The gates swung open wide and the abyss was revealed, full of horror, darkness, and dread.